Howdy friendos, Crazy Jason here, and welcome to my movie adventure. It is September the 1st, at least it is while I'm filming this. I don't know when this is going up, but it's now September the 1st. And so that means I can feel it in the air. My favorite time of the year is coming. You can tell by the quality of the light is changing, and you can just feel it in your bones, you know? It's not quite as humid down here in Kakalaki. But anyway, before we get started on the movie adventure, which is a very specific movie adventure, we are going to go and attempt to get something that is so shiny, so chrome. And that would be the Mad Max Steelbook edition at Best Buy. But here's the thing, I'm not holding out a lot of hope. From what I've been reading and from my past experience, for example, getting a hold of the Guardians of the Galaxy Steelbook, I'm not going to be upset. You know, it just comes down to, you know, if they're only going to stock 5 or 6 copies, and most of those are going to have holds on them or pre-ordered or whatever. Yes, crazy, why didn't you pre-order? I don't know. I know the date I want it. It's important to me. And I guess I haven't really talked about my thoughts on Mad Max, actually. Obviously, I love the movie. Whatever, Rotten Tomatoes, 98%, I totally agree with, you know, it was not overhyped. This is something that George Miller obviously poured his entire being into. It's one of the greatest action movies in the past 15 years. And it definitely has that Mad Max feel. I'm a big fan of the originals, all 3. And this definitely fits in that universe. The movie is just fantastic, and I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray. And if they don't have the Steelbook edition, I don't know, I'll try Target, wherever. I just want the Blu-ray. Too bad George Miller's black and white version is not included. From what I heard, he wanted to film it black and white. They said no, and that's why they decided to take it in a totally different direction and ramp up all of the colors. That's why it has that really hyper-real, saturated look. But from what I understand, his vision was black and white, and they told him on the Blu-ray, but apparently that didn't pan out. Unless, of course, no, obviously to me now that I think about it, there will be more editions. I'm sure there will be an edition with the black and white version down the road. I think it's going to do quite well on Blu-ray. Yeah, it did okay at the box office. I think enough to warrant a sequel for sure. It didn't do Jurassic World numbers, obviously, but yeah, I think that it will get a sequel, and I think that we'll see that black and white version. Unless all of my information is just, you know, I could be talking out of my ass. Maybe we'll never see any black and white version. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on because you know, we'll find out if I get the Steelbook or not. I'd like to have it. It's just, you know, because, I mean, the Mad Max Fury Road with all the chrome and the steel talk, I mean, it kind of fits, you know, with the Steelbook. But if not, I'm not going to cry. Now, I want to tell you about something else, folks. This is a first in the history of the movie adventures, and that is a pre-haul. Yes, I'm going to show you a pre-haul. These are things that I've been picking up from Dollar General the past couple of days, so this is sort of an intel. I attempted to shoot an intel video on my iPhone, but it's just completely messed up that way, and I can't do that anymore right now, so sorry about that. But hopefully, you know, you'll be able to take this intel and go out there and get something. Of course, Dollar General, I don't know if you guys know about these treasure hunt DVDs that come in these paper sleeves. I know they're really cheesy, but okay, they're $1, and to my surprise, when looking through them, I found Criterion titles. That's right. I got Revanchi, if that's how you pronounce it. Now, it's the DVD, not the Blu-ray, and it's the disc only. It's just disc one, the film. I also picked up Hunger, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen either one of these. Again, this is the first disc. Maybe all of the features are included on this one disc. I'm not sure. On the DVD, sometimes they just include the film, and then they'll have a second DVD for the DVD editions for the features. And then this one definitely had a second disc, A Christmas Tale, which is another one I have not seen. Disc only. Now, guys, I mean, the way I look at these, of course, there's no packaging, and it's no supplemental extra discs. But the way I look at it is, it's like a rental, a very cheap rental, that I can look at the film. And I mean, it's a Criterion, you know, even if it is just the disc, for $1. So, Dollar Generals. I'm going to check out some more. Probably not today, but I also picked up The Maid, released by Oscilloscope, just because I like Oscilloscope. I like, they put out Wendy and Lucy, which is one of my favorite low-budget films of the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. So that movie looked pretty good. Now, I got a bunch of cheesy stuff. Well, kind of cheesy. Now, I was looking ahead. Again, September the 1st. You can feel it in the air. I can feel it in my marrow. So, I went ahead. These were all $1. And this is really what I want to talk to you about. All of these multi-pack DVDs are all Echo Bridge. Okay? And a lot of cheesy shit in here, but each one of these is $1. I picked up Shocking Crimes, which has 6 movies in it. It's got the 6 degrees of Helter Skelter. That's kind of the centerpiece of the set, if you could call it that. I've heard good things about this documentary. I've heard really good things. I've always been into true crime. And I've already watched The Interrogation of Michael Crow, which was a made-for-TV movie, but very effective. If you go on YouTube and type in The Interrogation of Michael Crow, it will open your eyes, just like Paradise Lost. If you've seen that, it kind of opens your eyes to our broken justice system and how scary it can be out there. Yeah, I think they did a really good job. You know, the acting was really good. And from what I watched on YouTube of the real interrogation, the kid who played Michael Crow did a great job. The Morrison murders, that was okay. It was definitely on the TV movie side, but still, true crime. If it's a good story and they have decent acting and it's well done, I mean, I can forgive a lot of things. I haven't watched Spec. I've heard that's not so good, but I've already got my money's worth out of this as far as entertainment. I mean, I have yet to watch the Helter Skelter documentary, which I'm really looking forward to. The next thing I picked up, Hitler, The Rise of Evil. Lately, I've been into watching documentaries, mostly on Netflix, on World War II, the Nazis, not just Hitler, but Hitler's henchmen, everybody around him, the rise of it, why, the how, and all that. I periodically get into that, and I've been into that pretty big lately, and so I found this is really cool. It's a mini-series that I've never heard of, and yet it's got Robert Carlyle, who plays Hitler, who, it's a good casting for Hitler. Liev Schreiber, I always butcher his name, and he's one of my favorite actors. Matthew Modine, Peter O'Toole, Stockard Channing. So it's got a really good cast. It's also got 4 documentaries on it, more Hitler documentaries, or, you know, Nazi Germany documentaries. $1. Again, I mean, if you're into World War II history or, you know, Nazi history or whatever, $1. Okay, these next 2 I just picked up a couple of days ago. I haven't even unraveled them yet. They're marked at $7.95. So here's the educational part of this video. They're not marked $1. Okay, so this is YMMV, big Why MMV? So don't come to me, say, hey, crazy, you're talking a bunch of bullshit nonsense that's not advertised. What you have to do is you have to, I don't know, pick up a stack. Like I picked up a stack of 10. I went up there when the cashier wasn't busy. I said, would you mind giving me a price check on these? Until I found the ones that rang up as $1. And it didn't really make much sense, because some rang up as $8, and then ones like this that I thought were a little bit better rang up as $1. But anyway, this is 20 horror movies. Again, Echo Bridge. That's the thing you want to look for first. They're all Echo Bridge. I don't know, guys. There's most of the stuff on here I've never heard of. But again, I'm looking ahead, because I start watching horror movies this month. And I've got, you know, every year my stack, you know, I've got my usual films. But this year I want to watch some new films, some different films. I don't want to watch a bunch of shitty films, but I'm doing my research. I'm getting on IMDb and kind of looking at some of these that I might like to watch. For instance, no, I think that's on the other one. I know there's one that is directed, I think there's two on the next one, directed by Gordon Stewart, or Stuart Gordon. Stuart Gordon. Why am I getting his name mixed up? I don't know. But anyway, if any of you guys have this one, I mean, I know it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I figured it was worth it for $1. There's probably at least 2 or 3 that would be worth it. The second one is a 15 horror collection, 15 film horror collection. Again, Echo Bridge. Different kind of films. These seem to be more of the made-for-TV. A lot of the made-for-TV films in there. I don't know. Mixed in with, I don't know. And then you've got this one. Salvage, Beethoven, Hurt. There was one that Castle Freak, Daughter of Darkness, Pinprick. I don't know. So I've heard some of them are pretty good, some of them are kind of bad. But there you go, guys. That's my pre-haul there from Dollar General, my Intel Go Forth. Now, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? Let's see. It's 9:30, so that means I'm about to get in the car and head to Best Buy so I can be at the door at 10 o'clock and go in there with all the other people. Again, I'm not getting my hopes up. I hope to snag one. If not, I'm not going to panic. I'll just merely drive over to Target. I believe they have an edition that has a couple of little comic books with it. I'll just nab that if they have it in. Jesus. I hope I don't have to go to Walmart and pay It's $25 at Walmart, and I don't believe they even have any kind of special edition. I could be wrong about that, but I didn't read anything about a special edition for the Walmart one. But anyway, I'm going out there, guys. I thought this would be a good way to start the video. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos lately, and I wanted to express some of my ideas to you, let you know where I am as far as movies and the mood. We're entering into the that time of year again, guys, where we're going to start watching horror movies. And, first movie I'm going to watch, BTW, is Rosemary's Baby. That's how I'm going to kick off the horror movie season, is with Rosemary's Baby. All right, anyway, guys, I'm going to pack all this shit up and hit the road to the Beast. The new Crazy Mobile, by the way, not so chrome, not so shiny. Valhalla, we have arrived. I live, I die, I live again. Only to fight other Half-Lives for 6 or 7 Steelbooks. Why do they do that, by the way? They know they're going to run out. Are they just getting, are the fucking corporate bosses just getting a sick pleasure? They order up the in-store camera footage from all the stores and have a party and just sit back chomping on cigars, laughing at all the little nerds running around weeping because they didn't get their Steelbook. Me being one of those nerds, by the way. I'm not casting dispersions on anyone else here. I don't know if they're going to let me in yet. I think we still got a couple of minutes, but anyway, I'm first guy at the door, so fingers crossed, guys. Well, guys, I got mine. So chrome, so shiny, and there's 2 left. That's it. It's basically 2 left in the store, and those will, I'm sure, shortly be gone because I have seen some fellow travelers out in the parking lot. Okay, folks, well, the beast giveth today. That's right. I'm standing out here with not a very good camera angle. I'm standing here with Josh. I ran into him in the store. He's apparently a subscriber of mine.
Yeah.
You were actually the first guy in, huh?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Me and you were the first ones when they opened the door.
And there was like 1 left on that shelf, and then we went to the back, and there was 2 left, and I'm sure they're gone because I saw some fellow travelers. I mean, you can tell. I mean, you can tell.
Yeah, it's not going to be here for long, especially with I think they only had like 4 copies total.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking Steelbook. I can say that. I definitely like the artwork. I didn't care for the artwork on the regular edition. What did you think about that after all those cool posters they had prior to the release? And then they put just the shot of Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy in that kind of crooked angle.
Yeah, I definitely think the Steelbook's a little bit better looking because with a movie like this with so much action and so much violence, and you got all the great cinematography shots.
Yeah,
I think they could have done a little bit better with the cover. But
I loved all those posters, like "What a Lovely Day" and all that. I think any of those could have worked. But yeah, so we were victorious, and
yes, we were.
That's great. Do you make videos?
I have a YouTube channel. I haven't put anything there recently, but it is. You can go on youtube.com/JCWillingham. I have a channel there called The Wheel Reel. I do some reviews on Blu-rays. So.
Yeah, go check them out. Subscribe. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
So, cool.
See ya.
See ya. Yeah, guys. This was exciting. I mean, you know, you get the thrill of the hunt. I didn't want to get my hopes up. That's why I was saying I don't really care. But honestly, I mean, if you get in there and you snag one of these things, I mean, we were both talking. I was talking to Josh beforehand, and we were considering getting multiple copies, you know, well, just an extra copy, not like to sell, but, you know, just to have an extra copy. I did that with Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't know, I just decided not to do that this go around. Give somebody else a shot for that one last copy. But anyway, guys, there we are, right there. Really, really nice artwork. Again, they had a lot of great artwork. Like we were saying, they could have used any of those pre-release posters, but yeah, so I gotta say I'm happy, guys, and I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think sometimes you go on a movie adventure, you get out there and you think, you know what, I'll just keep going, but when you get a score like this, I mean, you know, it's kind of special. I think, you know, I think I want to go on home and put this in, you know, at least watch some of the special features, and then later tonight, when I crawl out of bed like the vampire that I am, I will definitely be watching this movie from beginning to end. Anyway, I'm Crazy Jason. Thank you for riding along with me on my movie adventure, baby.